We return to our ongoing series about the lives and life challenges of East Tennessee veterans. September marks Suicide Awareness Month, and it is certainly an issue we face not just as a society, but for veterans in particular. And that's why a group called Smoky Mountain Thunder is hosting a forum on PTSD and suicide as a preventative method. And joining us to talk more about it is Ron Giddis. He is with Smoky Mountain Thunder, also a Vietnam veteran. Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, suicide prevention forum that's coming up next week. As a matter of fact, it's on Tuesday. It's going to be from 6 until 9 at the Kodak United Methodist Church. Easy to find, right there by the 407, just off 66. You can't miss it.
Free to anybody who wants to come?
It's free to anybody who wants to come. It's for veterans, active duty military, and of course first responders. And something that you don't hear a lot about when it comes to PTSD issues is family members. People who live with someone who is struggling with PTSD. It's important for them to find out what the symptoms and treatment options are. And there are going to be several people on hand and some folks as well from the Veterans Affairs who will maybe steer someone in the right direction who's looking for help.
And Ron, you mentioned that you yourself have suffered from PTSD, but you've sought help for that.
Yeah, I do go to the VA clinic here in Knoxville on a regular basis and visit with a therapist, and it's difficult, I think, for some people to admit that they have a problem like PTSD. But it's not something that anyone needs to be afraid of, or to say they don't know. They're afraid they're going to get stuck with I don't know, something that would make them less than a person.
A label or a stigma.
Yeah, exactly. And of course it's not. I think it's important for people to realize what PTSD is and what those symptoms are. If someone struggles to just get through a day, you may have it. And especially for veterans and military, active duty military and first responders who deal with traumatic situations on a daily basis. Certain things that happen during the day, it could be a movie you're watching, it could be a song you hear, somebody says something that triggers a memory that from that post-traumatic stress, and can lead you to bouts with depression that of course lead up to suicide. And that's one of the things we want to make clear on this forum. And once all these presentations are done, there'll be pamphlets that'll be handed out. There'll be a question and answer period as well at the end, so in case someone wants to, a specific question they want to ask about PTSD.
Ron, we hope a lot of people show up next week. We appreciate you sharing it with us. Thanks very much for being here. And you leave us with this. PTSD is not about what's wrong with you, it's about what happened to you. So that's exactly the forum, and we appreciate your time, sir. Coming up,